Chris Eubank Jr. tipped the scales just half an ounce above the 160-pound mark on Friday's official weigh-in, almost missing the middleweight limit ahead of his eagerly awaited fight with Conor Benn. Weight agreements have been the subject of attention around the fight, which is the main event of Ring Magazine's first boxing event at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this Saturday. This is especially true given the two combatants' past. This rescheduled fight, which was originally planned for a 157-pound catchweight match in October 2022, was established at the full middleweight limit with a 10-pound rehydration clause in place on the fight day. On Saturday morning, neither fighter may weigh more over 170 pounds. Eubank Jr., 34-3 with 25 knockouts, who has fought as high as super middleweight, 168 pounds, came in at 160.05 pounds on his second attempt after starting at 160.2 pounds, while Benn, 23-0, 14 KOs, easily came in under the limit at 156 pounds 4 ounces after insulting his opponent by calling him a fat boy at Thursday's final press conference. As a result, he will now be subject to a $500,000, 375,000 pounds, fine. In response to the news that Eubank Jr. was missing weight, Benn reacted quickly on social media by grinning into the camera and playing the meme, "Show me the money." The weigh-in controversy comes after Chris Eubank Sr., who has been vocal in his opposition to the fight due to concerns about his son's health and Benn's health increasing in weight, issued numerous public warnings. The weight restrictions made on Eubank Jr. have particularly worried the former world champion, especially considering the 157-pound catchweight that was originally decided upon for their first scheduled fight in 2022. Because of his own tragedy, Eubank Sr. has been outspoken about the risks associated with weight loss. His son, Sebastian, passed away in 2021 from a heart attack, and his sibling, Simon, had brain damage from boxing. Last Thursday, an agitated Eubank Sr. told Mail Sport, "They're putting on a fight that is against the law of boxing." Eubank Sr. went on, "I told my son 3 years ago that fights don't happen. He weighs too much. I explained to him why it shouldn't and won't occur. I will be right this time, just as I was the last time. No more Michael Watsons are allowed. He is the champion of the people. This circus that these promoters are putting on is making you blind." "There's real hate now," remarked Barry Hearn, your son Eddie Hearn. "What is hate? It's only financial. Hatred does not exist. The promoters have a hateful mindset. Although I know you won't, I hope you, Chris Jr., would pay attention." In a different interview, Sr. called his son a disgrace for using an egg to hit Benn across the face during the press conference for their February bout and promised not to go to Saturday's grudge showdown. When asked what he thought of Eubank Jr.'s prank, Sr. responded, "That is shameful. Will I stand by your side? That is a disgrace. I would never have supported you. You are trying to defend something that you are putting in the face of someone. There is no rationale behind it. That exhibits no noble qualities." Of course he's frightened of losing another son, Eubank Jr. remarked in response to his father's worries during camp for Mail Sport. "However, this is my life. He is concerned about my future, thus I am unable to halt my dreams. I get it. But what I am destined to achieve cannot be stopped." But at 160 pounds, Eubank Jr. is returning to a more comfortable weight range than the initial 157-pound catchweight. The stringent rehydration requirement, however, poses a new difficulty for Eubank. After weigh-ins, Eubank Jr. usually rehydrates considerably, frequently adding up to 15 pounds prior to competing. But according to the terms of the fight contract, he can't weigh more than 170 pounds the morning of the fight, which essentially limits his rehydration to 10 pounds. His preparation is made more difficult by this restriction, which deviates from his typical post-weigh-in routine. In light of Benn's promotion from the welterweight class, the rehydration clause seeks to guarantee fair play. "It's tough," Eubank Jr. stated in an interview with Sky Sports regarding the weight reduction. "I won't tell lies. It's not pleasant or enjoyable. Boiling down to a specific weight is a requirement of the sport. What I'm going through is made more uncomfortable and difficult by the fact that I can't even drink as much as I would like after the weigh-in." During a recent tour of his training camp, Eubank Jr. told Mail Sport that he decided to work with a nutritionist for the first time in order to prepare for this fight. He remarked, "I've never felt the need for a nutritionist before. I have never before missed weight. I have a plan now, though. Usually, I just rely on my own intuition and expertise. However, I've changed for this camp. The 35-year-old will still have to meet the rigorous rehydration limit on Saturday morning and face further financial penalties if he weighs more beyond 170 pounds. This is the first time he has missed weight since going professional in 2011. The Business Design Center in Islington will host a ceremonial weigh-in at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, where boxers and undercard contestants will square off in front of spectators. Early Saturday AM is the planned time for the official second-day weigh-in.